Hello. Welcome. You've arrived at a rejected shotgun stream. I'll be your host, Rejected Shotgun. Gah. Oh, you can see me. Stop looking at me, you freak! I mean, hi, hello. Welcome. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, I had this feeling. I had this feeling in my heart, deep within my heart. Do you know what it said? That Scarab's pretty cool. And I like it enough that I'm going to throw it in for the next playtest and just see what happens. I literally have no idea what's going to happen, but I want to try it. Just because. Just because, screw it, why not? Who cares? It'll be fun. So, that's going to happen. Playtest now? Probably not. But maybe. We could probably throw something together tonight. We'll see, though. This is the thing, you can't even kill this thing. You literally have to, like, abort it and then kill the driver. And that's all you can do to it. I could make it blow up, technically. It would just look weird. Okay. Goodbye, Lich. Yeah, we're gonna fix the Lich today, too. But check it out, dude. It looks pretty cool today. I was working on the Scarab. I want to show you guys. I was making some minor things to it. I woke up really late today, and I was working on some minor stuff to it. And I just made some little minor adjustments, and I want to keep making some minor adjustments that end up making a pretty big impact on the Scarab and its feel overall. It's pretty important. Rusted Wrench, thank you so much for the 9 months, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Much, much appreciated. Scarab go... Actually, well, what the fuck? That Scarab go more like... Said it. Is this bright green spotlight back? I will admit the bright green spotlight was really cool. That is just straight facts. Spit. Why does it have a green tinge to it? Does the Scarab always have a green tinge? I thought it was more purple. I guess it's more purple at some angles and then kind of a greenish tinge at others. The Scarab is such a weird sheen, but I really like it. It's really cool. Okay, but check this out. Alright, so as you guys probably know, yesterday I spent way too damn long working on these little holograms. Because Halo 2's little hologram shaders were somehow more advanced than like Halo 3's in certain ways. So it took me a long time, but all the interior holograms they just like look really good now. They've got like orange bits and like glowy bits and moving stuff and flashing stuff all over. But now it looks really interesting in here. I guess the holograms were broken for the longest time, so now the actual like entryway into the Scarab looks properly good, which is awesome. I absolutely love it. It's so cool in here. Honestly, I wish I could make the interior look more interesting lighting-wise. It's just kind of odd, the way that everything looks, which is kind of sad, but it'd be like that. What's with this Scarab interior being so washed out? That's what I'm saying. It's just, like, very plain. So the actual reason is pretty straightforward. It's because the roof itself here is sort of, kind of unattached, and all the light is just pouring in from the sky here, which makes the entire thing very bright. Which is not necessarily ideal. Wait, what API is Halo 3 again? I'm not really sure what that means, to be honest. I do not know the answer to that question. Halo 3 is just Halo 3. It doesn't really have an API. Not like in any meaningful sense to what I'm doing now, anyway. Maybe late news, but 343 is looking for someone to tell storyline and work on the game. I think you'd be the perfect person to do that. No, dude. I want to reset Halo's lore back to Halo 3, dude. That's what I want to do. I am not the right person. That is not what they're looking for. I heard it was like a very bold and terrible take. That most people agree that in the Halo community that people who want to like reset the lore back to post Halo 3 are just like a terrible take. That's like the general consensus. I personally hard disagree. I think the lore has spiraled out of control and it has been severely mismanaged. I think people are personally just too attached to the current lore and have accepted it too deeply in their hearts to realize that it has been hyper mismanaged. I think a really similar situation would actually be Star Wars, where you have the sequel movies that most people agree were just not great and were a bad direction, and that it would be like better to just do a do-over. And I think Halo's in a very similar situation. So I don't think, like, and that's not to say there aren't good things, because obviously there are, but, like, long story short, I genuinely do think a lore reset is the right move. That's why I am not the right person for the job, because lots of people would hard disagree with me there. But anyway, let's not worry about the lore and stuff. Just like Star Wars, there's some good and mostly bad. And that's the thing, is like, if you want to get rid of all the bad parts of the storyline, you also have to sacrifice the few good parts that you liked about it. I'm so willing to sacrifice the Forerunner trilogy, dude, it's not even funny. Having never read the books, I'm saying that. Obviously, I'm sure somebody's... Yeah, I'm not gonna get into the books shit again. I can't, dude. Yeah, I've talked about it too many times. But anyway, let me show you guys something cool about the Scarab. So this is really subtle. Very subtle, even. But I moved the camera on the Scarab to be much closer, well, like, substantially closer to the actual Scarab itself, so it looks bigger and meaner. I always felt it looked a little weird when you were driving the Scarab. It felt kind of far away and made the thing look small and unimpressive. I'll show you what I mean. I'll switch back to the old camera track. It's very subtle, but I want to work on some of the subtlety of the Scarab today, because I think this is maybe my favorite vehicle or anything I've... The Scarab, the Halo 2 Scarab here in Halo 3 is probably my favorite thing of all time that I have ever made. I really, really, really love it so much. And, oh. That's why you guys could see me. You sick freaks. Oh, my old webcam overlay is still here. That's so weird. But yeah. We'll go ahead. I'm gonna swap out the camera. I'll show you guys. When I say subtle, I mean subtle, but I think it actually... That means deleting Halo Wars 2 and the Banished, same with Infinite. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's really sad. I like the Banished. I think they're really cool. But maybe just reintroduce them in a new way, in the new reboot. You're not erasing these ideas. You're just erasing the history. You can still redo the ideas and bring them back. Totally fine. Like, if you want new Halo 4 to have the Banished in it instead of being a Forerunner trilogy, that's fucking cool. I would actually be so okay with just cutting out all the Forerunners still being alive crap, keep them dead forever, keep them a lost dead race, and then just go straight to the Banished after the Covenant. That's pretty sick. I'm cool with that. I think that's an awesome idea. I actually think the Banished are a way more interesting threat than all the Forerunner stuff, man. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't care about any of that. I think the Didact was a terrible villain in the games, and I would have been cool if instead we just went straight to the thing of things, to the Banished. I think they're really good. Alright, check this out. So here's the old camera track. So this is what the old Scarab camera track looks like. I'm gonna be honest, it makes the Scarab look gross and kind of like a bug. Here's the new camera track. Zoomed in way further. It makes the Scarab feel right. I actually think this is great. And I still kept it so you can see down in front of it, even though you're zoomed in closer. It kind of moves the camera up really high, so you can still aim pretty well. And I think that's kind of cool. I was also working on the Scarab as a bug. I know, but I don't want it to seem like one. I want it to seem like this powerful mech walker. I think the Halo 2 Scarab is at its best when viewed from below, where it looks kind of like gross and cool and scary. I think from above and from the side, it looks kind of awkward. You're just like, oh, that sure is it. From down below, you're like, holy hell, that thing's spooky looking. Big and scary. Imagine the Halo 2 Scarab in VR chat. Oh, I meant to send Demon the files yesterday, actually, because he was going to do exactly that. I totally spaced on it. Which, to be fair, he didn't message me. He knows my ADHD is really bad. Destiny music? Yeah. Well, let's switch up the music, yeah. Right. Now, I'm really curious to know what you guys want to see here, because right now, I personally... But I gotta let you guys know this, okay? I, for the longest time now, I have not worked on projects that I just want to work on for the sake of having fun. And instead, I've been just trying to finish Huge Grass, which means I just, like, anything I'm passionate about takes a sideline to just literally finishing the mod. So obviously today, and yesterday as well, it's just big chillin' working on stuff I like, aka the Halo 2 Scarab. So I think I'm going to put the Halo 2 Scarab on the next Huge Grass playtest. Like I said, not because it's necessarily going to be, like, awesome and work super well and be good in gameplay, but just because I think it's cool. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then it's gonna be done. Huge Grass is done, basically, right? There's literally just a handful of fixes and tweaks. I really wanted to redo all the Pelican damage states. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I think it's just going to take too long. It's going to add like another, maybe a week, because I would want to do them really well. Is Huge Grant still for El Dorito or MCC? It's always been for both. It'll always be for both, and it always has been for both. Hi, Weasel. What week was last week? Yeah, no release date. I made that mistake again, and where I felt confident that I could put out a release date, and that was, as always, as it will always be forever unchanging, it was a mistake. Forever and ever, it will not ever be a good idea, no matter how confident I feel in the moment, to put out a release date. It's still never a good idea, and I should never, ever in a million years do it. Shout out me for not listening to my own advice. Alrighty. So it's releasing tomorrow night. Yes, of course. But it's basically done at this point. I mean, it has been basically done for quite some time. I just keep adding stuff. Ugh, ugh. But whatever. Hey, sweet weasel. Right. Anyway. So I want to get this Scarab working, because I think it's really, really dang cool. Do installations are ended by release, silent release until you have anything to show at all. I'm not going to go silent. I love streaming. Oh, right. I was increasing, like, the footsteps. I was making them look cooler. Forgot about that. But the footsteps weren't working. That's right, I remember. Okay, so I need to go through, and I need to actually make some adjustments to the Scarab model. For the first time in a while, I'm going to change the Scarab's model a bit. Just some tweaks, nothing too crazy. But I want to add some new markers for the feet, so that I can have cool effects showing up on them. Kind of like blasting up and out. And also, I want to be able to do stuff such as fixing some of the weird texture stretching. Like in here, I already fixed this. I just haven't exported it into the game. He's ignoring me? Am I? You just said at rejected shotgun. RJ, at rejected shotgun. You didn't say anything. What am I supposed to do? You just said my name. Just say your thing. This is your daily Weasel. Oh yeah, the Weasel. You know what? Weasel just crawled into my lap, actually. Good timing. Oh, there's my Weasel. There's my Weasel. We can do a Weasel Sentinel today. Why not? Let's do the Weasel Sentinel today. Today's Weasel Sentinel day. Oh, sweet girl. You're purring so loud today, Weasel. Oh my goodness. Yes, you are. You're so sweet. You're just the sweetest girl. Alright, well, I'm going to do the Weasel Sentinel today. It's today. Daedric. It is Weasel Sentinel Day. Oh my god, I need to get my cat now. Mood. That cat is thick. She's built like a Pixar mom. It's crazy. I have an idea, and I don't know if it's necessarily a good one. I'll give it a try, though. Alright. Check this out. Look at this. This is the Scarab. From the inside, without all the holograms and stuff, obviously. It's a little basic in here, I will admit. A little bit blocky. But overall, it's pretty alright. I don't know what's going on with the textures there. I don't know if that's supposed to look like that. Kind of want to check that out in Halo 2 and see what's going on there, to be honest. That looks a little weird. As it always... I know Halo 2 is kind of like a little bit slapped together, but the fact that there's just like actual UV errors there is throwing me off a little bit. I'll just check that out real quick and see what's going on there. Are you giving the Scarab driver a throne so we can drive it at maximum output? No, you stand for the Scarab. Everyone looks at you and you go, all rise to drive the Scarab, and then you drive it. Right, so I'll open Metropolis up in the background. And oh my god. Has that been the driver's animation the whole time? What the hell, dude? That's fucking weird. Why did I never change that? Okay. What am I driving that on? I'm on Dude, I don't even have a driver's seat for it? Man, I really gotta put in some work for this. This is crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and fix that. We'll add a new empty. Little arrow object. Scale it up 10 times. So X is forward, which is good. We want our guy right here. I think it does need to be up a little bit like that. And then I'm going to name it Driver. Or Scarab Driver. And then I'm going to put that under the main collection, parent it to not just any part of the armature, but the whole bone. Parent to bone. And there we go. Now we have the little Scarab Driver bone. But then we also need another one, which I will call, I'll put it up here. We Scarab Driver enter. In order to become the Scarab, in order to drive the Scarab, you must become the Scarab. That's literally how it works in Halo Reach. It's kind of cursed. But yeah, right here is going to be where you enter. So let's flip this 180 degrees. You got to walk up to the center screen console right here. And then you will get teleported to this point, roughly, which will be where you actually drive the Scarab, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, and are these UVs actually messed up in Halo 2? Tell me. Somebody tell me. Because I cannot tell. The other thing is the Scarab interior is lit up fairly brightly. And the reason for that, I've talked about this before, is because I took the entire ceiling, and when it calculates light, when you import a model into Halo 3, it calculates lighting. And here, I basically told it that the ceiling is not real. The ceiling does not exist. The ceiling cannot hurt you. And that has caused some interesting stuff. So if I click the interior here, the interior is made up of entirely just this stuff. In fact, let me select you. That is technically the interior, but I am going to assign it elsewhere to the exterior. Face body. So this area here, the inside of the Scarab, it calculates its lighting all on its own. So you're basically getting a bunch of light just shining in through here, right? So light just shines in as if this is what the Scarab was like. You just get a bunch of... So that's why it looks kind of flat. But what I've been thinking is maybe I could have it so like half of the ceiling is just kind of gone. Or like... How do I explain this? Like, maybe it would be smart to add some, like, nice parts to the lighting to kind of give the feel that the door is open. If I, like, took this and kind of closed it up. I don't actually know if this is going to look good, but I kind of want to try it. Where I can basically tell the Scarab that this part of the ceiling does exist, so it actually gets darker inside there. If the ceiling's open only in places where there's implied to be interior lights. Yes, that is a good point, actually. But I would have to, like, cut holes into the Scarab to do that, and anywhere that I do it would become a very bright point. I can basically do that, but, like, the issue is that entire, like, vertex would properly become, Wait a minute. What does this look like? I could make this really bright, couldn't I? This whole screen area could be really bright and let in a bunch of light. That could be a good move. I don't know, though. Well, at the very least, I've realized there's a couple things that need to be fixed. I did not do necessarily a stellar job here. If I select all of this... Yeah, the interior... I did not necessarily do a stellar job here. I need to clean this up a little. Let's look at it in Halo 2. What does it look like? Where's my Scarab? We lost the Scarab. Not good. Device machine Scarab. Alright, let's take a look inside. Scarab's got some hard edges, but does it have hard edges on the inside? Oh, it actually does. These are all like marked as hard edges. And wow, these areas here really are screwed up. That's wild. The inside, dude, I wish I could calculate the inside lighting to look as good as it does here. It's legitimately like, it has really great lighting in here, and I don't know how. It has such good lighting. It feels like so nice in this area. And the normals are like so good. Like, and then you look at my Scarab on the inside and it just feels really flat, to be honest. Like, even the normal maps just don't look that great. In Halo 2, they look super good, super depthy. Almost like I just have bad textures. Why does it feel so flat compared to the Halo 2 one? Halo 2 one feels like it has such depth to it. Colors are like a darker, more saturated tone. Maybe that helps. Core, yeah, we're doing the core today. This little Prophet hologram area is going to be where the core goes. Looks like an H2A. I don't know, to be honest. I don't have the interior reference at the moment. I'm trying to copy classic Halo 2, though, to be fair. I think mine is just like too pale. It's lost a lot of that saturation. And maybe darkening it a bit will help. Maybe I could have this screen here. Because you know what I like about the Halo 2 Scarab is just that it feels like dark and moody in here. It feels like it's got alien interior purple lights. But in Halo 2, when you calculate PRT lighting, the interior doesn't become dark. It becomes like different. It's not like dark. But I'll try this. I'll give this a try. So basically, the way it'll work now is I'm going to select the ceiling, and this front area is going to be completely shrouded in darkness. And that's going to become the interior. So I'm like basically adding the ceiling there. And this area here, this should not be considered the interior. I think this should be exterior. All of that. Like, select that, invert, and then all of these interior faces here, I feel like should probably get assigned to the exterior so that it looks better. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Let's put this in the game, see how it looks. Side note, pause on that. I really want to add better foot markers. Right back foot and right foot, okay? These are really good for getting the legs to work nicely. Can the core just be an orb for pondering? It'll be the like, it'll be a little truth-seeing orb. All right, I'm gonna have to make my own thingies for this, aren't I? All right, I sure am. This is going to be FX right, FX RF, foot RF. Okay, we'll put this in the collection here, and we'll parent it to this bone. And the reason I'm doing this is so when the Scarab is walking, I will be able to have some really cool effects, which are currently playing, but they're playing upside down into the ground, which is kind of a problem. So I want to make these have, I just want this to have way better effects. Why Why is that on RF tow and yet it's at transform 0? Whatever. Not sweat the details. So the X value is the one that needs to be facing straight up. Like so. And then I just need to do that a couple more times, basically. Core's the demon core. Oh, God. Alright, so we get the left front toe. We go here. Pose mode. Deselect that. Select that toe. Parent it to that bone. Now our left front toe can go all the way, excuse me, over here. And this will give us some really cool stomping impact effects. And then we just do that twice more, and then we're good. We'll do right front to right back. Click this again. Select this toe. Put it on there. Now the right back one can go all the way over here. Like that. And then last but not least, we'll do left back. And Bob's your uncle. It's done. Wow. Demon core, you say. You triggered him. He's activated. You fool! It's exporting now. It might take a while. I don't really remember how long it takes to export the Scarab. It's been a while. Oh, well, not that long, apparently. All right. I'm working on Scarab 10, so it's going to be in here. It was exported just now. Cool. Throw it in. I'm going to organize my folders in the background real fast. If you give me 1 second. Okay. Data. Objects. Vehicle. Scarab H2. Tool. Render. Objects. Vehicle. Scarab H2. Final. That should do its thing. Shouldn't take too long. And while it does that, I get to finally give this a proper name for all these little things. Is that what they're called? What did I call it? Driver and driver enter? I give it a new name. What did I call them? I totally forgot. Scarab driver and Scarab driver enter. Okay. We'll see how the lighting goes now. I've redone a bit of the interior here. So the lighting will change pretty substantially inside. We'll see how it looks. You guys can stare. We'll see the difference firsthand here. It's computing bounce at the moment. Let it cook, let it cook. We're going to see a big difference here. Wait for it. Is there a way to make the plasma drip collect on the ground? Yes, I'm actually going to do that, because in Halo 2 that actually happens. Each plasma drip like has an impact effect when it hits the ground. And I want to mimic that because I think it looks really, really cool. Okay, computing bounce is admittedly taking a while because it's a big, complicated model, but it's halfway there. Hi, Iris. What up, Lucifer? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're almost going to see my attempt at a new lighting model for the Scarab. Alright, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, it's like a pitch black night and day difference. Okay. I'm a little bit saddened by this because it immediately became like pitch black over here. I'll have to check real quick the lighting on the Scarab. Wait, I almost perfectly nailed Master Chief's positioning here. I need to move him back and move him up like 1 inch. But I almost perfectly nailed that marker, dude. I'm getting pretty good at this. I'll move him back real quick. Like that, and up like 1 inch. Okay, pretty cool. What I want to know is, could I, theoretically... I actually like this current lighting. I think it's, yeah, I think it's just a bit much. I agree with Banana Man. It's PRT shadow detail. It's got 1 bounce. I think if I added more bounces, it would theoretically brighten it up a little. What I kind of want to try, and I genuinely don't know if this is a good idea, but what I kind of want to try is taking this whole like back panel here and then letting light through there. The problem is the whole back panel would then become fully bright, completely lit up, which is kind of annoying. It wouldn't really match the rest of the interior's lighting. Yeah, and this was a kind of a mistake, I think, where... because the lighting, like, comes through here, and then immediately, like, it doesn't bounce at all. The only way the interior could theoretically get light is if there was, like, real ray tracing. So basically, I am going to have to do fake lights here. I think I'm going to give this a try. All right, I'm going to give this a try. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm going to go for it. Hear me out. Hear me out. These lights right here. This could be cool. Genuinely, this could be really cool. So these are some pretty nice lights overall. I don't know if this is going to look good, though. This might look really weird. I want to bring in light from these little things on the ceiling, but the problem is, if I did, there would be little glowing rectangles around them, and they would look ugly. This is annoying. There's not really any good way I could pull lights in. Do the bottom ones? Oh, you know what? Holy shit, that's actually a great idea. But I don't know if lighting comes in through the bottom. That's a really good idea, though. You're so smart for that. Alright, what if... I don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, and now that I've, like, seen you say that, I feel like that's obvious. But, like, obviously it's not. Or else I would have done it. Or it wasn't to me, anyway. So we'll cover the whole ceiling. We'll get this back to being, you know, just what it was. Big, regular old ceiling with no light coming in from anywhere. That all that. Oh, wait. Actually, I wanted to do the opposite of that. Whoopsies. So, invert, hide. Okay, so this is what the interior looks like. So I'll take the entirety of the ceiling here. And then we're going to very nicely and quickly... Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. This is fine. Grab everything, assign it to the interior. Okay, so now the interior is closed again. It's an entire closed-in space. So basically, if I baked it right now, it would be pitch black. And now, I don't know if this will work, but we'll give it a try. We do these. It's like the only real source of light that could, like, come in here. And we can assign these to the base body instead. And then that... I don't know if that's going to let in enough light to really do anything, but it could. Yo, Demon, thank you very much for the tenor, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I wish like the bottom part is like a big plasma tank, like the bottom of the Scarab had a plasma tank and those lights on the inside were windows into the tank. I felt the same way, and I think that might be why this is going to look pretty dang good, actually. But I'm going to have to do something that's going to make this take a long time to import, which is I'm going to increase the number of light bounces. I'm going to do 2 light bounces instead of 1, and what that means is that It's basically going to become a lot brighter on the inside when it's calculating like ray tracing on this. So I'm going to do just higher quality ray tracing on import. All right, so that's 936 exported just now. I'm going to be honest, like I said, this is going to take a while, but it should be good. The only light that's going to be coming in is going to be from these things. I don't think it's going to be a lot of light. I think it's probably not going to work that great, but it could. It could look really good, you know? It's possible. And also, these should have been glowing really brightly anyway. My only possible concern here is that lighting coming in from the bottom, from a lower area, won't be as bright. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think PRT lighting may come from up top. So when I import a model, I think the lighting it generates comes from above, not below. A good way to test that, actually. Well, maybe I'm just totally wrong. I don't know. It does look a little bit darker on the bottom of the model. Maybe it's just because of the shadows, though. There's another thing I could test. Maybe if I spawn like a pelican. Spawn a pelican and flip it upside down. Excuse me? Where's my pelican? Hello? What? Why can't... Oh, this is the old pelican. I don't know why it's still on the map. Where's the new pelican? There it is. I take the new pelican and I flip it upside down. Is the underside just as bright? It is. Okay, so PRT should come through the bottom, theoretically, just as good. Also, shout out the ODST pelican on the bottom. Holy shit, it looks so crispy and clean. God damn. Spider update? I don't know. I saw it crawling around my room and I just let it be. It was a jumping spider. Yo, Demon, thanks for the tenor, man. I really appreciate the support. Thank you much. It's been a slow stream, so that means a lot. But I always took the bottom part as the big plasma tank, like the bottom... Oh, wait, did I already read that. PRT bounce 3. I'm not going to do 3. I'm not going to do... Maybe, like, for the very, very final import, but 3 is not going to make a big difference, I don't think. I could be wrong. Jumping spiders are chill. He was kind of cool. I liked him. He's a cool dude. Cool guy. Seemed like he liked to party, you know? There's just a spider crawling into his mouth. I have like 10 in there. They just kind of hang out, scratching at my cheeks. Oh, it's computing bounce lighting. Okay, this is what we're in for. 20%. Just waiting for this. It computed the main lighting. Now we're getting that high quality bounce lighting in. 30%. I genuinely really hope this looks good. I think it's going to be really dark, though. Even with the doubled bounce lighting, these things are really thin, and I don't think it's going to let in all that much light. We'll see, though. We'll see. Because, like, even there, it's kind of dull, and that's with the entire ceiling on the back on. Who knows? Maybe it'll look good, though. I'm going to keep these giving off light regardless. That being said, they are going to give off light regardless. They're always going to be light emitters. Here we go. Whoa. They are really bright. Well, they're definitely shining light onto the ceiling. That's a certainty. Looks kind of cool, actually. I don't know where all this light's coming from. Is there like a seam that's open here? Okay, that's pretty cool, though. Like, it's shining green almost. I don't know why it's so green, but that's pretty dope. I just wish it was a little brighter in general, but, like, that's cool. That's really cool. I kind of like it. I do, too. I do need to add some, like, level of more light somewhere. And this is nice, too, with the extra bounce lighting. You can really see the light shining in from the outside here. So that's nice. Let me double check. Like, I don't have any extra stuff here, do I? Like, if I select the interior, it's everything, isn't it? Select interior. Yeah, the interior is legitimately just all that. So that interior lighting... Oh, I guess it is technically coming from, like... the light's coming directly into this spot. That's why it's so much brighter right here. Well, even still. Be cool. It needs more lighting though. I can't. I love floor lights in video games. Me too. It looks good, but it's too dark still. I need to come up with another area to bring lighting into the cabin. So obviously this light isn't enough. There needs to be some kind of ambient lighting that I can pull through more than just this. I don't think there's anything in the floor or ceiling besides those that'll really work. Maybe lighting from the core could help. It definitely could. That's a good point, actually. But that lighting can be kind of turned off. Like, there's actually a light here. I don't know if you can see the blue light. That's kind of subtly there. I could try attaching it to the core instead. You know what? Let's do, like, a little FX core real quick. Like, obviously there needs to be a modeled one that should be attached, but I want to try adding, like, some lights to, like, where the core would be. The main screen dot light. There should be a marker on the Scarab here. I think it's called like Prophet Hologram or something. I don't know if it ever gets actually used as a Prophet Hologram in the final Halo 3, but I think there is a marker there. Yeah, that's Holo Regret. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put this on Holo Regret, and then instead of using the main screen dot light, I am going to copy this to the core dot light. And I'm just going to make it much brighter. Maximum distance, we could do like 4 world units. 4 of that. Custom height like that. What's with this intensity? My goodness. Basic at 15. That looks interesting, but it's a dynamic light, so it's a little odd looking. And the problem is it also it'll shine like a blue light onto the Scarab's body from the outside as well. So if I'm in like a dark area, it'll do the same. It should probably be a little bit purpley, more purpley, kind of like the interior of the Scarab there. Very blue at the moment. That's kind of cool. Let's adjust some of these values though. The frustum near width we can set to like 8. 8. There's one downside. I think this looks good, but there's one downside. What about the pink triangles at the top? No, unfortunately I couldn't use those. I wish. But this, I think, might illustrate. Yeah, so you can see the light from the inside that I've attached there is now shining onto the Scarab from even the outside. And you can see it like reflecting all the way out here on the stuff because it's like not like, you know, a literal ray traced light. So you can see it all around. It just kind of makes the whole thing look shiny and blue when you're up close on it. You can see it like reflecting on the outside. But I will admit, it does look good on the inside with that light there. And you know, I think it does need this light. This light is kind of a hard requirement because it'll light up your gun and stuff in here and match the lighting kind of nicely. But that said, I think I still need to pull in more light from somewhere. I genuinely think it's like a requirement at this point. Demon, thank you for the 5, man. Thank you very much. You want to texture my face as an Easter egg for the demon core? This is a joke. There's no demon core. We're not recreating Chernobyl here. Or are we? Okay, we need to pull in more light. I can't. Maybe I will go back to just having the ceiling open. At this point, I feel like I have no choice but to just like open the ceiling. I really want it to look moody and cool. But Halo 2 just has a completely different way of doing PRT stuff. And I can't mimic that properly. I'm kind of curious to know if Halo 2 has any interesting PRT related. I love how dark it is, very moody. I know, but it's like impossible to get that recreated. Do we have any info on that? No, nothing related to PRT information on Halo 2, because PRT was kind of a special thing that only certain models use. Maybe it's on the render model region. Perhaps? No, nothing usable that I can actually read relating to PRT stuff. Number of clusters 10. Number of rays 1024 with 1 bounce. I don't understand how they made it have such a nice interior in Halo 2 with their PRT. You know, wait a minute. Is it just me? Or is the floor like a very different color? That's not just texture, right? Like the floor is a very different color. The outside part, the outside PRT, is it blending or is it just straight up cutting off there? I genuinely am so curious. Like, does he have levels and modes? Like, what? Demon! Thank you for the 2 million. Appreciate it. Says the guy that made the nuke gun. List! What are you talking about? I would never do such a thing. The light comes and bakes there. Wait. Whoa. It's like there's a minimum light level. But there's not, because the bottom is dark. Dude, Halo 2's PRT is just weird. What the fuck, man? Why is Halo 2's PRT so weird? What if I just made the floor glow? Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I was doing the ceiling before. But what about the floor? I think I'm onto something. Hear me out. The ramp is also split. I think that was just a lighting artifact, to be honest. I might be giga-braining right now. Alright, so here's the thought, right? It looked really cool to have that bottom lighting coming from those little lights, but what if the entire floor was where the lights came from? Theoretically, the lights will be less intense if they come from the floor rather than the ceiling, which could potentially add a moody exterior. So now I'll have a bunch of light coming in from the floor. I don't know if it'll look good, but I want to try it. I want to try a bunch of different ways to do this. Ever since I got to experiment with Skaboodly and try out the different lighting conditions on the interior for the frigate, I felt like this was a great idea. Yo, Demon! I appreciate the 5, man. Thank you. You say, hear me out, and nobody bats an eye. I say, hear me out, and everyone goes, oh, hell no. Demon, you sent me aeromorphs. Think about that. Think about it. Can I make levels in this mode where you level up? No, Red, unfortunately not. Maybe in like a single player mode, that's totally doable, but in multiplayer, I don't really get quite the level of control needed for that kind of thing. We're computing direct lighting. Ooh. Ooh. This is probably going to be way too bright. Demon, thank you for the 2! And you liked them. I rest my case. I mean... I didn't hate them. They were okay, I guess. If you're a sick freak. Oh, God, I startled myself by shooting. Hey, DJ Aftershock, good to see you. Thank you for the 2. Thank you. Gaslight 343 to release the Blam source code. Well, if the rumors are to be believed, then there's nothing to lose there. Might as well make our own old school Halo games. We'll work on these physics models a little. Oh, I gotta put this ramp attached there. Hey, Demon, with another 5er. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Question. You like lady in armor? If so, ignore your DMs. Oh, well, I do like ladies in armor, so I guess I have to ignore my DMs. The fuck, man? Why would you say that? I mean, frick. Oh, wait, we're still computing bounds? Dude, this is taking a minute. Just make your own fan game in Godot or Unreal? No, dude. With peace and love, no. Making a Halo fan game has a very rocky history of making Halo fan games. Very few have succeeded. Most of them die and explode, or are in development for 15 years. I don't know if any have really released yet. I think every Halo fan game that has ever been started in the past 10 years is still in development. SPV the reason one of the only ones I can think of that succeeded. Well, that's a mod. That's different. Oh, here we go. How bright is it going to be? Is it going to be fucking blindingly bright? Let's find out. Oh, it's so bright! What the hell? It looks terrible in here. Did I do it backwards or something? What did I do? Oh, God. What have I done? My God, it's terrible. Damn it. Go back. Alright, there's one thing. One thing. Nope, that won't work either. Damn it, man. So frustrating. I like the ceiling idea wasn't bad. It sort of kind of worked. I'm gonna let in light from somewhere on this interior. I will say, it looks good when the light's coming from the ceiling. In Halo 2, the light is literally just not coming from anywhere. And that's kind of cool. It's just ambiently lit. That's nice. That's how it should be. I don't have a minimum ambient light. Demon, thanks for the 10, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This might sound dumb, but is there a way to put a light filter over it? Like a transparent thing that light can go through that's a certain color? Like make it green? I wish. That would be super convenient. That would be super, super convenient. The way that light baking works, though, is it's basically just light in dark areas, and it just, like, it basically, when you import a model, it puts the model of the Scarab, for example, in a void, and then it just blasts light from all directions at it. And then anything that's on the inside will obviously be darker because the light can't get in, and that kind of thing. And that's, as far as I know, the only level of control. But what you can do is tell it, hey, this area, for example, like the floor that I just did in here, I said, the floor is its own area, don't have it affect other areas. And that's the most control you get. Rejected Yuki Pookie Poopy VR tip $2. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. It's like, what the hell? Is that rejected? It's been ages, dude. Sorry, hey, no worries. It's just good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm working on the Scarab today for the first time in a long time. You know what? It's actually good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna go back to the idea of these cool little glowy bits, but I'm also, instead of just doing the glowy bits, I'm gonna take these side bits here. I'm gonna assign these to the main body, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it could theoretically give off enough light to light up the interior a decent bit. I think it's close enough. That it could light up the interior pretty nicely. That said, there's still going to be big dark areas. Do the 3 bounces and you'll see the difference. You know what? I think that's a good idea. I'll do just that. You're Demon with another $5. Thank you much for the support, man. Appreciate it. What if you only made light come through the holes on the floor, the green lines, make the rest of the floor solid? Sorry, I'm glad you said that because that's quite literally exactly what I'm doing. And we're going to do the molasses ultra giga long lighting bake quality. We'll see how this works. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or if it's really going to make any difference at all, but we are going to do not 2 light bounces, but the ray tracing is going to bounce 3 times. Man, I wish I could use my GPU to calculate this because it would go so much faster. Holy hell. Here goes nothing though. This is going to take a while. So not only are these green areas here going to be letting in light, but also the side flooring here that would theoretically be blocking a lot of those light bounces are also going to have light fully emitting from them. And it shouldn't look weird because it's sat right next to a literal glowing bit, so the fact that it'll be glowing brightly as well and letting in light shouldn't look weird. But what that should also do is allow a lot more first bounce light to come through here and brighten up the interior pretty substantially. So, long and short, while these walls were probably blocking a ton of light before, they are now themselves going to be emitting light. So, theoretically, that combined with the triple bounce lighting could cause these to properly light the interior. Could is the key word there. It's also going to take forever. If you want to know how to make mods, Steve, you can watch a ton of tutorials on YouTube. There are lots of tutorials that'll teach you how to make Halo mods. And honestly, Halo modding is a lot less complex than many, many other games. Played an entire game of chess while I was bouncing or rendering. Damn, you lost quick then. L. This is actually going faster than I thought it would. Yeah, let's see how it looks. I mean, whatever it's going to look like is definitely going to be better than this crap that we're staring at here. Here goes. Any second now. Surely. Oh, is it going to do another completely separate bounce calculation? Oh, it is. We're getting another completely separate bounce calculation. All right, let's see. Let's see. Can now check your dams. All right, got nothing better to do. Damn, you beat Levi, dude. You actually murdered Levi completely. That's crazy. What is this? You animate AI animate an AI anime character? We're so many layers deep at this point. Good God. Here goes. I think, maybe. Dude, it's doing the third calculation now. What the hell, man? I lied. This takes forever. Calculating all three bounces separately. Hopefully this makes a difference. What if you attach dynamic lights to the interior? It's not the move. Not the move. I hope this is worth it. You know what? While it continues and does the final bounce calculation, I'm going to use the restroom. Alright, it's done. Do a 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Is that right? It looks good, to be honest, but... Ooh. Dang. Ooh. So moody in here. But I think most of that light's not coming from the lights, it's coming from the attached one. Like, if I turned off the attached one, it's probably going to lose, like, all of visibility. Here, I'll literally turn it off. Let's see. Boom. Yeah, it's pretty dark. But it also looks good, so I can't really... Is this right? Dude, this is not right. I don't think it actually imported. I don't think it did it right. Oh, I know what happened. I'm an idiot. I actually didn't do it correctly. It should look a lot better than this. Yeah, these right here are attached to the body, and guess what? The body's blocking all the light coming in at the same time. It should look way brighter than that. Like, it should be blindingly bright, but it's not. What I need to do is make a new region called base lights and assign it to that, and then we gotta do that a second time, guys. Yay. It'll be worth it, though. It'll look really good. So we'll do... the final region I'm allowed to add. Literally cannot have any more regions on this. It is at the absolute maximum. 16. We'll do a shadow cast or shadow receive override. So the lights region is only going to cast, it's only going to receive shadows from itself. Which is good. What that basically means is that the lights, which are currently, right now, barely casting any light. Like, it is clearly casting some light. You can see it shining onto the ceiling here. But, actually, is it even? That might be coming from another part. Let me see. Base interior. Will I hide? No, yeah, that is coming from that. But the fact of the matter is, this is most of the lights being blocked here from the outside exterior bit. So this, when this recalculates, it's gonna be like absolutely blasting light into here. Mr. Drake on Rock Eye Streamer, man, you've called me by my full legal name on stream. What's going on with that? What's up with that? The core light was really good, but it won't shine. Wait, the core light was really good, but shine through and do the transparent ceiling thing for the lighting, just a mix and mash of both. Well, I'll see after these gigantic light bands here give off like a literal gigaton of light, and we'll see how that looks. And if that's not good, then I'll probably go back to something like that. Because I will say, even with this very dull, crappy lighting, this does look pretty darn good. I'm a fan. Even if on the outside, especially in dark areas, it looks really weird, the vibe is pretty immaculate. I'm going to be keeping this kind of a light in here regardless, but I'm just going to try to turn its power down and make it less obvious from the outside, because it does not look good on the outside. But it's pretty nice. That said, if I can go ahead and make it entirely be lit through all this, that's even better. Even better, yeah. We shall see. No, this is lit. I hate that you said that, because that's factually accurate. This is lit. Alright, I think we're on the second bounce compute. Mind repeating that? Stop listening. No. You should destroy a normal Halo 3 Scarab with this? Oh, I will. I will. As soon as this next light bake... Actually, what am I don't have to wait for another light bake. I don't need this interior to be bright in order to kill a Halo 3 Scarab. I will say, I know it was a subtle thing, but the camera being closer to the Scarab's body now feels a lot cooler. Man, that Scarab just literally got dunked on. I just sniped it from here. Oh, it's done? Alright, let's see how it looks. That's it? So it was working? That can't be right. Am I exporting the right model? 1005. Okay, if I were exporting the right model, then this would be shining like a fucking spotlight, and yet it's receiving light as... No, something's wrong. The lights region, self-shadows only. No shadows from other regions. The interior, self-shadows only, which means it receives no shadows from other regions, which means that in here, base lights region should 100% be brightly lit like the sun. I think the holograms are offsetting it, are they? Oh, they are. They actually got offset in the opposite direction this time, though. I know how to fix it. I'm just trying to rationalize this. I've done this before. These should be like the brightest things in existence. Like obviously this is, but that's just because it has a glowing texture on it. And it does seem to be letting some light through. Or else the ceiling wouldn't be bright here. And that wouldn't be bright. So like clearly it's letting some kind of light in. But not that much. And also it looks dark as though it's receiving shadows from something, but it shouldn't be. Lights and interior should only be self-shadowing right now. That's odd. Oh. Well, that's definitely the problem, isn't it? Found it. That makes a lot more sense. I just accidentally scuffed the whole thing up a bit. Okay, this time for real, guys. For real this time. I swear. It'll actually work for the first time ever. I don't think it's actually worked once yet because I keep screwing it up by hiding geometry and getting accidental selections. Okay, thank God. Dumb reasoning. Every time. You know me too well, Glitchy. You know me literally too well. It's always something dumb that I've done on accident, which in this case was I accidentally told it that the entire Scarab was the lights, which made it look the same as it has the last 3 times I've imported it, causing literally no change at all. Alright, so this will fix the offset lights as well. Hopefully. Okay, now this time, these things are going to be like neon explosive lights, absolutely just blasting light into the interior, with hopefully 3 bounces. So this should look kind of crazy good. I hope. Please, I need my authentic Halo 2 Scarab interior cabin. Please! That was fast. The first bounce, anyway, was quite fast. Felt it's the artist's curse, yeah. It'd be like that sometimes, all the time, forever. "1v1 snipers only in hemostasis?" That sounds pretty fun. Did I ever fix this spawns on hemostasis? I feel like I didn't. I feel like they're still screwed up to this day, even though I now know how to fix them. I'll go back and fix them eventually. Ow. Come on. Come on. Hey, Bean Knight. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now we've all seen the Mantis, but when are we going to see the Mantis Shrimp? I want to see a mech punch something so fast that it becomes hotter than the sun. That would go really fucking hard, I'll be real. If you could just, like, have a mech that just, like, pulls its fist up and goes, boom! And it just actually detonates like a nuclear bomb. The air pressure creates like a localized storm system as a legitimate hurricane is created from the incredible velocities that the wind is pushed. It's like a shockwave that just actually detonates everything in front of it from sheer speed. The actual air molecules get turned into plasma instantaneously. What about the Woe Mantis? Davy Jones, you're making Halo super woke right now, okay? God, you're making Halo really woke. Everything has to be about womans to you, Davy Jones. This is why Star Wars died, Davy Jones. Scarab, oh whoa. I want a womantis. It's like a mantis, but he's got some big old hips. Like, damn. Remember shitting on the entire playtest hemostasis with only a sniper and running back. I need to boost my KD. I need to fix hemostasis and spawns is what I need to do. That is some cursed shit right there. Birthing hips and all my milkers. A man of culture, I say. And here goes nothing. Please work! Hello? There's another layer of bounce sliding on top of that? Oh man, I'm losing it, man. This whole stream is becoming just a wait for bounce sliding to compute stream. This better be worth it, I swear to God. It's probably gonna look like crap or something. I'm gonna be like, well, that wasn't worth it at all. The inevitability is crazy. Just not waiting 2 weeks for a 15-second render. So true, actually. That sounds like a nightmare hellscape. Just get a better GPU. What are you doing? What is your GPU bad? What, you don't have a fucking NVIDIA data center to calculate your renders? That changed literally nothing except making these look really bright. How did that change nothing? What the fuck? I'm literally going back into my own stream to watch that a second time. I swear to God that changed nothing except making the interior bits of those really bright. Alright, I'm watching my own stream. That's literally what happened. It just made them brighter. None of the lighting changed at all. I guess it was worth a try. I don't know. Who cares? Well, if there's one thing that's consistent between Halo 2 and 3, it's that this little thing leaks lighting through. I don't know, man. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do here. What are you trying to do exactly? I'm just trying to create holes in the geometry to let light come through so that the cabin has a nice glowing interior, but my only real solution that I've ever had is to count the entire ceiling as an open hole for light to come in, but honestly, it just doesn't look very good when I do that. I suppose I could try the floor again. Having the whole floor be a separate thing might look good. Try that. Yeah, be a different vibe. I'll do that again, but I'll do it right this time. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it. I don't even care anymore. But I'll do it with less bounce lighting this time. Nope. can't do that. I'm going to select the floor. Just leave it, it looks good? No, I will not. You cannot make me. The light will come. The light will come. It does not look good. It's too dark. The light discrepancy between the player's body from the environment versus the actual darkness in here. Look at that. My gun's glowing. It's like neon. My player is like... What the fuck? When did I become the Scarab? Anyway. That was odd. Oh, it was the driver's seat. Yeah. I'm literally like neon compared to the Scarab's interior. It looks odd. I have a feeling this time for sure. This time for sure. Gonna work. All I gotta do, reduce the bounce lighting to be way low so that it's not gonna, like, you know, overwhelm it, right? Then I can just select all this stuff right here, assign it to like the floor or whatever, and then theoretically, if I just assign that to the base light region, and then I select the, like you see what I'm saying here? Banana Man with the $5 tip. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. It's a whole 1 $5. Thank you. Would it be cool to move the rear gunner seat next to the pilot so we can experience that dual driver look? I don't know if it would work, to be honest. It's a little bit too far away from the actual turret vehicle to pull it off. Maybe? I could try it, but I just don't think it'll work. I could put it maybe in the back somewhere, or like on a side hologram. That could work. Alright, this time it's going to go really quickly. I'm going to do 1 bounce, not 3, 1. And that might actually end up looking better in a weird twist. One singular bounce, with the entire floor being a glowing, nightmarish hellscape. A fully bright, lit thing. The floor will all be as bright as this bit right there. We're computing direct lighting. Very simple. Direct lighting, not complicated. One singular bounce should go crazy fast. Crazy, unbelievably fast. Don't need any of that extra bounce lighting. None of that extra calculations. One single ray cast is all I need. When will John Halo be added? Motherfucker, I'm John Halo. Come on, like, give me light. Let there be light. Oh, no, wait, no, never mind. No, it's still computing bounce. Did I not save or something? No, I saved. Okay, we're good. Alright, 15%, 20%, 25%. Okay, any day now. It's gonna work, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. This whole area is just gonna glow. It's gonna be like a nuclear... It's gonna be like a nuclear bomb got set off. It's gonna be so bright. Nobody's gonna know what to do. But I will say, I have to agree with Davy Jones. It does look very nice in here. But that's all gonna change. For better or worse. I really don't know which. Probably worse. 90%, here we go. My eyes! Jesus Christ! Looks terrible. I hate it. I can't believe I thought this was a good idea. What was I thinking? Wait a minute. Oh my god. I just had an idea. Oh, I just had another idea. Remember when the light was coming in? but it wasn't acting like... I might be a genius. Not to speak too soon, but I might be a genius. Through an accident that I discovered. A literal accidental discovery. I have no idea, but we're gonna try it. It shouldn't work, but it did. I was so confused. I remember when I went back and I rewatched my own stream, like, why the fuck did it... This could be a real thing that is gonna make a huge difference on the lighting. Without having to have some weird glowy shit going on. It might not look that great because I'm only doing one bounce, but we'll see. We'll see. Basically, I accidentally found a way to allow light to come through while simultaneously not causing the areas where light comes through to glow super brightly. I didn't mean to do it, but it happened. And I can use that to my advantage by allowing light to be propagated through areas that look like they're supposed to be giving off light. We'll see. We will see. Write this down this time. I think it's because before the shadow casting override was set on body, which was causing it. Wait, foot L is self-shadow. Why is foot L self-shadow only? Genuinely curious. Oh, right, because it's, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, can't even have dynamic point lights inside and have limited numbers of them in interior. Include properly Halo 3 bad, bad engine, Halo 2. Oh man, green. I can't believe green hacked you, Biscaboodle. Listen, it's okay. I understand green hacking you. It's out of your control. Ah! Oh, right. That's fair, I suppose. A little weird. I thought that would let in more light, to be honest. I was kind of hoping it would. Okay. In theory, good. Light come through. Base, not bright. Somehow, it work. But somehow, not good. I like it, but I'm gonna change one more thing about it. All these areas are going to propagate light, and I am just going to make it look good. They're going to be really bright, and that's just going to be how it is. They're going to be my interior lights, and they're going to look good, and that's just going to be it, period. Period slay. Recommendations on a comfy chair? Secret Lab. Super comfy. Absolutely love this chair. Super, super comfy. There's a lot better ergonomic chairs at better price points, I would imagine, but I really love this chair. Oh, making it a screen like in Halo 2A, because then it might have sense having light opening there. Well, I'm just trying to make it as authentic to Halo 2 as I can. But I'm going to make this entire thing super bright now. This whole area is going to be super bright. This whole thing is going to be super bright. And this back panel is going to be super bright. Hopefully mimicking the fact that like light is shining down through here. That's the goal, anyway. Might look really bad. But it can't look worse than this, where there's just magic light rings. You lied to us? How did I lie? The interior has classic Xbox E3 booth energy. The upside down backlighting in dark rooms with LEDs. Yeah, that's sick though. It's really cool! Peak aesthetic, if you ask me. Can't stand on it right now. I removed the actual body out of existence. We're on the final stage of computing bounce. Did you have the fusion core? Not yet, no. But I'm gonna, and it's gonna look sick. Make it all glowy and... I'm just gonna make it from scratch and hope that it looks cool, using some cool plasma shaders. I think it'll look nice. Maybe if you helped decompiling Halo, the community might learn from the mistakes in lighting made in Halo 3. I am so not a reverse engineering guy. I'm a make funny, cool animation guy. Are people putting real-time cameras on the cockpit display? Someone showed me a tutorial on how to do it. I don't think it would work in Halo 3. In multiplayer, I mean. Sorry. It would work in Halo 3, but not in multiplayer. Texture cams. I don't think they render in Halo 3. In multiplayer. Good God, I'm having a stroke. What do you guys think? Too much? I kind of like it. Some sort of scrolling data or something there. It just looks kind of bare. Oh, it's just got a big hologram. I don't know if I like this being so bright, though. It looks a bit odd. Maybe I should just go back to having the ceiling and calling it a day. But I think this is better. I think this is the best one yet. How does that one texture for the JS Cubby drop pod work? It does an animation where you get inside and you can see outside. Oh, you can literally just see through it. That said, I really want to see that drop pod again because I think it was awesome. Excuse me. Oh, right, now we can work on stuff like the footstep effects, and making them look actually good. Let's go. Freaking go. We're going to enhance those effects and make them look super cool. Left back foot becomes FX foot underscore left back. Right front. Right back. Left front. And that's turn right 45. Let's see how that looks. Well, those were the complete wrong order. God damn it. Damn it, thanks for the $5 tip, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you much. Thank you very, very much. The Drake, I just responded to a DM I sent with the words sex penis. I just sent him a good phone wallpaper. Lies. Would never ironically say sex penis. The left back is the first one. FX foot LB. So I named these wrong, is what I'm realizing. Left back is wrong. Great. That's right back. And the right back one is left back. Why do I do this? Left front is right front. How did I literally name them all the wrong thing? How did I manage that? That's like impressively incompetent. Damon! Thank you for the 2. I will leak the DMs. Wait, what did you respond with? Nice. Wait, that's actually really cool. I will fix their names. Their names are fixed. Okay, that means that I can now go through and do... It's time for spreadsheets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Any spreadsheeters? Back right. Why do... Is it back right or right back? Right back. Okay. RF and RB. RF. LF. Boom. Huge. We move front animation. Right foot. Right front. Left back is LB. Left front is LF. And right back is RB. And we'll do move back. Right back is RB. LF. LB. RF. And last but not least, I get to do the other turning animations, which is right front, LB, LF, RB. And then last but not least is this one. RB, LF, LB, RF. Let's go! All the animations are good. The bounce lighting is computing as we speak, which means the order of all my cool animations will be fixed. Not with you. I hope. Why are they all completely in the wrong areas? What are you attached to? Left back toe. Whew. I don't know how I fucked that up, but I did. Gotta re-import it again. That's parented to left back toe. That's parented to left front toe. This is parented to right back toe. And this is parented to left. Be right front toe. Even though I fixed their names, they're all still cursed. Right front. Right back, left front, left back. My God, how do I not? I can't manage something simple like that. All right, there we go. All good. They will appear in the completely wrong spot. Well, some of them are good enough. Those impacts might be a little bit too crazy. Let's try a different one. That looks cool, though. I will admit, that does look really cool. Let's try this. The reusing the step impacts from the Mega Mantis. Also, there's a new step impact sound, which is the Mega Mantis impact sound. Which I actually think sounds way cooler than the normal Scarab sound. You hear that metallic kind of clonking versus this. Doesn't sound as heavy though, you don't think so? Now I'm kind of curious to know what the Halo 2 anniversary sound for that is. What is the Halo 2 anniversary stomp sound? I want to know. Can I go into the Halo 2 anniversary sound bank? How do I grab Halo 2 anniversary sounds again? I totally forgot. Do we have Halo 2 anniversary sounds on the Halo archive? Let's see. I think they are on there. Halo, all Halo models. Halo 2 anniversary, single player. These are models though, not sounds, right? Scarab. Where are all the sounds? Not all Halo models. Halo model resources. I swear, somewhere these footstep sounds are that I have. I'm so sure of it. Skaboodly, damn! Thanks for 10, man. Appreciate that. You ain't gotta do that, but thank you. He said, have monies, Mr. Rock Guy. I shall take. Much appreciated. Also, I can't wait to learn how to do all this for the Chimera and Locust and Super Scarab and Concept Colossus and Concept Art A Scarab. So thanks in advance. Yeah. It's so fun to do this light baking stuff. But hey, if I can help you out anyway, I'm grateful. Or I'm thankful, yeah. Whatever is the right word. Where is the sounds? Ah! I just want the sounds. I just want them. But that said, Skaboodly, dude. The Chimera, the Locust, the Super Scarab. What is the Concept Colossus? Wait, what? What does the Concept Colossus look like? Can you send me a picture of that? No, you know what? Halo 2 Gorilla has the sounds. What am I saying? What is that? Yeah, I can just go into the sounds here. Sound remastered. Vehicles? No. Ambience, device machines, Scarab. Scarab steps. Here's the... This is gonna be really loud. Cover your ears. Ooh, I think I imported that already. Is it here? Scarab H2. I have the new Scarab Beam, but I guess not the Scarab Engine, Charge, Explosion, Fire, In, Out, Piston. I swear I imported the new sound for it. Maybe not, though. Sounds good, though. This is the Halo 2 anniversary one. Versus... Wait, what is LFE? Okay. Sure, yeah. Okay. SWTNR. So this is like multi-leveled sound. I did. It's the UNSC. Oh, that's the concept Colossus? Oh. That just looks nothing like the Colossus. I thought this was just like a totally separate UNSC Scarab type thing. Pretty cool, though. Oh, I didn't even notice there's the giant railgun version that doesn't have a little spot on top. Can have them be randomly used for a stomp? Yes, that's how they're built normally. Because I think, let me check this really quickly, but ambience, device, not ambience. Yes, ambience. Hey, Clean Night, good to see you. Thank you for the $2 tip. Appreciate that. Thank you much. RJ was the Type 36 Scarab inspo for your AA Scarab, or just a coincidence? P.S. Like the stream. True! Do be sure to leave a like on the stream. The inspiration for my anti-air Scarab, I don't even know if I can call it mine, because the inspiration for it came from this. Yes, the Type 36. Posted on the Halo subreddit a long time ago. Somebody sent it my way, and I said, damn, that shit looks cool. So then I made the anti-air Scarab. Alright, hear me out. Look at this interior. Keep looking at it. Are you looking? Keep looking at it. Do not stop looking. Oh wait, keep looking at it. Boom! It's perfect. That's a nice picture. I didn't know that you were an artist. I didn't make that. Oh my god, I see what you're doing. No, I made the in-game version of it. Sentinel time? You know what? It might just be Weasel Sentinel time. The problem now is the Spartan lighting inside it. There's no fixing that. And unless I decide to make the inside really, really bright, there is no fixing it. Here's my take on the anti-air Scarab. I think I got the colors pretty close on it. Although I think the metal on this one is a bit more orange. I think that might be because the lighting in this scene is actually orange, though. I need a light more like that. Hey, Scarab light. Tell me how you did that. Tell me immediately right now how you did that. Scarab light. Scarab light. Scarab light. Tell me how you did it. Must be a way to do it. Otherwise, how do shadows get cast from vehicles? Nope. That's just how it is. There are no vehicles in Halo big enough where that needs to be calculated properly. Like, literally look. Go in campaign and you can see it. Watch this. Even in the hangar where it's pretty dim and dull, it probably shows up. My Spartan's still just as bright. He's actually brighter than the surrounding Pelican. I can go over here. The only solution is just to make it really, really bright inside the Scarab. That's literally it, but I like the moodiness. Take my Spartan. On the outside, jump in the Pelican. My Spartan is still extremely bright inside the Pelican. Because the lighting of the vehicle you're in does not affect your Spartan in any way. You're still just as bright as if you were stood outside. Not even with the elephant? Not even with the elephant. How do they do it in cutscenes? They have custom lighting in the cutscenes. Dynamic lights. Like in the start of the arc, honestly, I don't know. I think it's just dynamic lights. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just casting shadows. Let me see. Pelican. I think. Are you not like super bright in the arc in the beginning? Let me see. I don't know. I never really thought too much on it. I mean, you can't really see yourself on it. They're not looking inside the Pelican in this cutscene, which isn't really helping much. But I think it was just that you go into a shadowy area, to be honest. I think you're just always shrouded in shadow. When I make the Draugr interior, I'm going to try to leverage Protein, but if it comes down to it, I'll give you the entire interior so I can just fake the AO. Honestly, all you really have to do is make it so parts of the interior structure themselves are lights. That's all you have to do. If you just make like geometric light shapes that you can cut out part of it, it literally works fine. I don't know. That's whatever. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool, I guess. Alright. Wait, that was a Halo VFX video? Wait, was that? I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, you're talking about something else, huh? Never mind. Ambient stomp effects? I mean, it technically does. They're just kind of gray and not that impressive. Oh, was the video came on the search? Oh, yeah. This stuff is so good. Actually, the Scarab is supposed to be dropping a decal every time it steps. I don't know. Oh, I know I got disabled, actually. Yeah, it's supposed to be dropping a decal every single time. Oh, I forgot. I was going to do a thing. Scarab Giant, show me your secrets. He's goated, but I'll never tell him that. Main screen light. Your information. Now. Ear width is significantly larger than 8, so I'll make that like 12, 6 to 9 to 0.5. Yes, pretty good. I like the aesthetic of the interior now. I think it looks pretty decent. Not perfect, but I like it. Interior looks pretty great as is. I agree. I agree. Okay, I'll close that, and go to the step effect. Let's switch out to the, not the sound. Do I want the sound switched? Mantis step versus Mantis stomp. Oh, right. There's two different variations here. We have this sound and this sound. And yet I don't think they're both allowed at the same time. The baked lighting would change the overall Spartan look if you made it near dust. It's because the Spartan is taking lighting from the world. So the Spartan's being lit by the sun. The Spartan has no idea that there is a Scarab around it that should be contributing to the lighting. The Scarab and the Spartan are not sharing any information about their lighting together, except for the shadow that the Scarab is casting, which you can see causes this strange darkening on the Spartan from the direction of the sun where the Scarab is casting it. That's it. World lighting being darkened might help. Well, I'm not going to darken this map. I like the aesthetic of it, but it would, yeah. I think I'm going to call it quits here for the day. I'm really, really tired. I'm going to go hop out. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys tomorrow or earlier. It's a late stream today, a very, very late one. I'll see you guys then. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow.